Now, some people say that what Trump is bringing is basically innovation, disruption. That's basically what you need, in politics. Yeah, not the old way of doing things. Now, how do you see this? Thinking differently because he's a businessman. Businessman needs all this innovation, disrupt. This is very disruptive, which is good. And then a new way of doing things, get it done. What you said earlier, Datu, whether you must win, you cannot fail. Losing is not an option. Yes, losing is not an option, or else you're fired. Now, do you see he's bringing something really, really new and really, really innovative in the world of politics, which could be good, but I guess when people are not used to it, people are afraid. This is fear of the uncertainty. Is it good for American politics? A totally different person with a totally different character, no experience in politics, but a successful businessman. Is this something good for American politics? Professor Parfait, yeah.
Well, as an academic, it's part of my job to confuse things, obviously.
Yes, I would be graded for this. Yeah.
There are a number of views that you can give on this. I mean, one thing is that a lot of people would argue that one thing that has happened in Western politics, and perhaps a cumulative legacy of the presidents that you mentioned, I could also say it of the Prime Minister of my own country. But in a peculiar way, a lot of people say that politics has been hollowed out. Over the years, the differences between the rival parties, both in my own country and in America, have become fewer and fewer and fewer. And one thing is that they have all been signed on to a basic set of economic policies that's become summarized partially, perhaps inaccurately, as austerity. And these policies of economic austerity have not had beneficial effects on ordinary blue-collar workers of the sort that have voted for Trump in droves. And so, I mean, in this sense, this is a part of the legacy of politics that's been a kind of a development in politics, that actually the element of strong debate, of ideological debate, if you like, has been taken out of politics. And so people have sort of thought, people have become disenchanted with politics, with mainstream politics, because they don't see options in front of them. And the people that are available all seem to be really kind of plutocrats. In the final instance, what great difference is there between a member of a Clinton dynasty and a member of a Bush dynasty? For all too many blue-collar workers, the difference may seem fairly minimal. And in that sense, what do you get when you have that kind of situation? Well, it's a good God-given opportunity for what we might term populist politicians. And in that sense, Trump kind of fits that bill. And populists can come in many kinds of stripe. They can be left-wing, like, who was the president of Venezuela? I forget. But also they can be right-wing, like, say, Duterte. Or Trump, and with that can come certain kinds of dangers of an authoritarianism, as you've been suggesting. So, I mean, in that sense, there are certain kinds of dangers with this emergence. But also it has to be said that, with this kind of hollowing out of politics, as many people have phrased it, something had to change, because all too many people felt that they were not being represented by the people in Washington. And that seems to have been a major factor in deciding a lot of people to vote for Trump in America, for Brexit in my own country. So something had to change, but has the change been a desirable